Hello, it's Bonnie Langford here, and I just wanted to say congratulations on such an achievement of being put in the Hall of Fame. It's about time because you are all amazing. I feel so privileged to have worked with both Brian and Jimmy and Barry and Paul. Some sadly missed, and some of you still going. Yes, you are brilliant. You really are. You are total pros. Total legends, you know your stuff, and you do it the best. Congratulations and much, much love.
Hello Brian, Paul and Damian, it's Bobby Crush here, and I am delighted to hear that you are this year's inductees to the Panto Archive Hall of Fame. I was the 2021 inductee, so I'd just like to say welcome aboard. This is really deserved, because over the years all of you done so many pantomimes. Paul, I knew you when you were Paul and Barry Harmon, and before you were ever the Chuckle brothers, and of course I've been thrilled over the years to see how your TV series has been a major success. And Brian and Jimmy, well, what can I say about the two of you? You will remember that in 2000 I played my first ever Panto Dame, and I was very nervous, but thank God I had you and Jimmy to nurse me through the whole experience, and it was joyous. And I thank my lucky stars for the fact that we were linked up that year. And well, Damian, my goodness, how great that you are following in the family footsteps with pantos of your own. So I fully agree with the decision to put the Patton / Elliott family in the Hall of Fame. I think it's a wonderful move. I send my love to you all, and congratulations one and all. Mwah.
I want to say a big well done to the Patton / Elliott family for being introduced into the Panto Hall of Fame 2023. I worked with Damian on Easter Panto, and I've never known anybody so into Panto. Cut him through the middle, it'd be like a stick of Blackpool rock, and it just says Panto, Panto, Panto. There's no one more deserving, and nobody who carries on the tradition of Panto like the Patton / Elliott family. Well done, guys.
Danny Rogers here. I had such a great time working with Jimmy and Brian in Panto in Port Sunlight. They were the Chinese policeman and I was Aladdin. They made me feel so comfortable and at ease, telling me stories of their past and how they worked with my late father, Ted Rogers. Seeing them on the side of the stage doing the ice cream gag was just magic. I couldn't think of anybody who deserves this award more than Jimmy, Brian, Barry, Paul and Damian. Well done, lads. And no slacking.
Well, huge congratulations. How wonderful to be in the Wall of Fame for 2023 to the Patton and Elliott family, to everybody, to Brian, Jimmy, Paul, Barry, and of course, the fabulous Damian Patton. I had the huge pleasure of working with Damian last Christmas in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, me as Dame and Damian as the fabulous Muddles. And the boy is an absolute dream to work with on and off stage. His infectious laughter and his body is like elastic, and he just bounces from one stage to the next in every scene, and his energy is just incredible. And I remember with Damian, you know, even before the half-hour call, which he'll know this, and I'm sure in every pantomime, I'm sure he's always still the same, even though he doesn't admit it, but he does. But before the half-hour call, Damian is dressed, he's got his face on, and he's ready to go downstairs and to do the show. And he's wonderful. The kids love him, the adults love him, and honestly, every show, even though it was a 10 a.m. show or a 2 o'clock show or a 7 p.m. show, Damian always puts his life and soul into the pantomime, and his song sheet is just remarkable. Congratulations to you all, much deserved, and huge love.
Well, what can I say about Paul Chuckle? I've always admired the Chuckle brothers. They're amazing, hilarious comedy routines, and I was really lucky to do pantomime with Paul at the New Theatre, and we did a lot of the routines that he did with his brother Barry, and I was really proud that I was asked to actually do those routines. Anyway, I think we did them proud, and they were hilarious. Tried and tested, professional, slick, and Paul knew exactly what he wanted. So, Paul Chuckle, you are a diamond. You are the ultimate pro. You've been there, done it, worn all the t-shirts, and it was an absolute pleasure to do pantomime with you, my friend. And from me to you, I thank you.
Hiya, Steve Walls here in sunny Spain, just about to go on stage and do a comedy show downstairs. If I'm half as funny as the guys we're inducting into the Hall of Fame tonight, I would count my blessings. Although the first Elliott or Patton that I ever worked with wasn't a comedian, it was a dancer, Debbie, Jimmy's daughter, and I worked with her in 1988 at Ponton's in Blackpool, a lovely girl and a brilliant dancer. But of course, we are here to celebrate the whole family. From the Chuckle brothers, who I had the pleasure of working with and seeing many, many times, to Brian and Jimmy, the Patton brothers. Absolutely superb, so effortless. I went to see them many, many times in Panto, and I was so delighted when Brian came up to watch me in Panto with his son Damian. And I'm pleased to say, yes, Damian does have the comedy gene as well. So what can I say, guys? You thoroughly deserve every accolade that's bestowed upon you. You really, really do. Absolute comedy legends, every single one of you, and lovely people. So all the best. I better shoot off now anyway. I better get out of it. There shouldn't be any slacking. So from me to you, all the best, guys, and congratulations.
Hello, this is Ernie Almond, and I'm a real Panto nut, having done 38 of them, but the one that sticks in my mind and I often quote and often think of is 2014 it was, in St Albans, in the Alban Arena, and Kudos, I was working for, had booked Brian and Jimmy Patton, the Patton brothers, to play uglies in Cinderella. Now, can you imagine being involved in a show like that? And when I thought that they were coming, I was thrilled to bits, so you can imagine. And over the years, when I had dark hair and a waist, I could play buttons and those sort of parts. But this, by now, I was on to playing Baron Hard Up or Stony Broke, whichever. Just as if there's any difference. And so I was the father of Brian and Jimmy Patton, who were playing the Ugly Sisters. We had such a brilliant time at the Alban Arena. But Brian and Jimmy turned up, and I was in fear and trepidation, because I mean, they were Panto stars, and well, they were just generally the best performers ever. And when they arrived, they just took everybody under their wing. It was just wonderful. They treated everybody, whether you worked front of house, backstage, or if you were on stage, you were just an equal. And they were such lovely people. But to watch their performance, now there was a thing.